Lena and Mark arrived in the peaceful town of Laos full of excitement and dreams, but just days later their bodies were found. Lifeless, sparking a terrifying mystery that would haunt the region and leave experts baffled. Why were people dying here? While they were growing stronger? Its name rarely makes headlines, but over recent years, it has earned a grim reputation whispered in the shadows of backpacker hostels and local markets. This quiet town, once celebrated for its untouched beauty and serene landscapes, has become the center of a chilling mystery, a place where people seem to die while growing. What made the deaths even more disturbing was how they seemed connected to the tourists' health deteriorating rapidly after days of growing, stronger in the natural environment, hiking more, exploring deeper, and drinking water from local streams. Tour guides warned against drinking from certain streams or venturing too far into the jungle alone. Yet, the tourists, many unaware or dismissive of such superstitions, continued to explore, pushing their limits in search of thrill and Instagram-worthy moments. People arrived healthy and full of life, but were found lifeless within a week, often with no clear cause. It was uncovered that a multinational mining corporation had begun exploratory drilling near the spring in the early 2010s, disturbing underground water flows and soil composition. This disruption had altered the ecosystem, allowing the bacterium to multiply and spread beyond its natural limits. One such reporter pieced together a pattern. Nearly all victims had consumed water from a remote spring deep in the jungle, a spot locals avoided but rarely explained why. This breakthrough gave survivors hope, but by then, the toll had already risen too high. Visitors still come, but with caution and respect for the land. Locals tell the story of the growing death to newcomers, a tale of beauty intertwined with tragedy, warning that some places hold secrets best left untouched. The spring was sealed off, and the mining operation ceased. But the scars remained, both on the landscape and in the hearts of the community. This bacterium, it seemed, thrived in the mineral-rich waters, producing toxins that affected the human nervous system and caused rapid blood clotting. Others blamed the mining company for creating a hazardous environment, and death hides quietly beneath the surface of paradise. Meanwhile, families of the victims demanded justice, while tourism slowed to a crawl, threatening the town's economy. Exposure through drinking or prolonged skin contact could trigger fatal reactions, especially in people with no prior immunity. The water, crystal clear and cold, was believed to have healing properties by some visitors who drank it religiously. People die here growing, death toll at Laos tourist hotspot. However, environmental activists uncovered internal documents showing the company's negligence in monitoring water quality and their failure to alert the community about potential contamination. The company's focus on profits had blinded them to the irreversible damage they caused. In the heart of Southeast Asia, nestled between lush mountains and winding rivers, lies a small town in Laos known to travelers as a hidden paradise. The story begins with an influx of tourists drawn to the town's promise of adventure and spiritual awakening. Dengue fever, food poisoning, dehydration, all common risks in remote tropical regions. But autopsies told a different story. Victims showed signs of sudden organ failure, severe internal hemorrhaging, and strange lesions appearing on their skin. No known disease matched these symptoms. Visitors came to hike its dense jungles, explore ancient caves, and soak in natural hot springs. The town's charm was simple: slow life, cheap food, and stunning scenery. But beneath the surface, a dark pattern was emerging, one that puzzled locals and outsiders alike. Between 2015 and 2022, the town reported a startling increase in unexplained deaths among young travelers. At first, authorities chalked it up to accidents or typical travel illnesses. Locals began to murmur about a curse tied to an ancient spirit that protected the land. As more bodies surfaced, investigative journalists arrived, hoping to uncover the truth behind the deaths. Samples from the spring, however, revealed traces of a rare bacterium, one not previously known to science. The discovery brought hope that the mystery could be solved with medical treatment. But the story twisted further. Officials initially denied any link between the mining activity and the deaths. The town became divided. Some blamed the tourists for reckless behavior, ignoring local advice and superstitions. In a final twist, Medical experts found a way to neutralize the bacterium S toxin through a combination of antibiotics and specialized blood treatments. Today, the town stands as a somber reminder of what happens when nature's delicate balance is disturbed. The mystery of the Laos tourist hotspot is a chilling example of how the quest for adventure can sometimes lead travelers to the edge of danger, where growing stronger in the wild becomes a race against time.